I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. How else stuff goes. We may or may not begin something new this week as well, depending on how things go. Actually, now that I'm taking a look, this looks a little too bright, doesn't it? I think I might have to lower the brightness on my screen. Brand new animations for the month, as you guys can see. Every month I try to do something different, and all new stuff for the month of August. You'll see different various things. This is for the podcast, but also when I'm not podcasting, I have another group of animations, and I have animations just for the awesome marathon that's going to be this coming Friday. We'll talk about that in a sec. So I think I should lower the brightness slightly. Like, is there a way to just by a notch? No, there's not. Of course not. Why would there be a way to do it just by one notch? That would be too easy. Okay, I lowered it a tiny bit. And quite frankly, it still looks too blue, doesn't it? This frame, it's weird because when I look at it here, to the human eye versus how the camera captures it, it's actually a little different. The camera seems to capture it like too blue, which is really weird. So I have to always mess with the white balance a bit. Here, let me actually lower the blue even more. It looks better. Look at that. Just by touching it, it actually made it a little better. I'll even lower it slightly more. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the blue light coming off of it. Anyway, so let's see how it looks now. So welcome everyone to the Level 1 podcast, a brand new month. The summer is in full effect, right? We are very excited here because of all the fun playthroughs that I've been doing, the fun content and projects that I've been working on, and it's a brand new month. And for a new month, that means a refreshed set, as you guys can see. I'm pretty excited for Friday's Mega Man Marathon, part 2 of the Mega Man Rageathon that we started way back in January. I'll be playing through Mega Man 4, 5, and hopefully 6 while inebriated, trying to beat them all in one sitting here on stream. And so to celebrate, I got a nice Mega Man Legacy artwork. This is actually bead art from, I'm not even kidding, probably around 15 years ago. Back when I started on YouTube and I was becoming a popular YouTuber, I used to go to conventions. And at one of the conventions, I bought some art. And this is one of the bead arts that I bought. I believe I used to have this hanging on my back wall in Connecticut. I think if you look back in the day, you'll see Mega Man and Proto Man stuck to my back wall in some of the videos. So this is that Mega Man. I still have him. And I said, whoa, he's been sitting in a closet in bubble wrap for like 10 years. Why not pop this guy out and get him in the background for the month? Makes sense, right? And by the way, boy, does he pop. He looks really good. And then on this side, we've got a nice Mario hat that I found. What's funny about this stuff is, I was just saying this to my wife the other day. I was saying, when I was a kid, I would have killed for good gaming merchandise. Like, imagine if when I was like 10 or 12 years old, when I was playing with action figures that were like G.I. Joe and Transformers, imagine if they had Mario. Or if they actually had like good Street Fighter figures, which they didn't. They had crappy Street Fighter figures that were like bootleg G.I. Joes that sucked. Imagine if they had merchandise like a Mario hat or a glowing sword from one of your favorite games. Kids would have went nuts for that in my age. Guess what? They don't have it. They didn't have any of that when I was a kid. What it was that video games were just kind of becoming a household deal around the era of the NES, the original Nintendo. And so because of that, there wasn't really known demand for a lot of stuff like this. Now here we are 20, 30 years later, and now video games have become so ingrained in entertainment and culture that now this stuff is so easy to get. I go to just a random store and they have a Mario hat and a Minecraft sword that I can buy and use for my set. Pretty crazy. So anyway, we got a nice Mario hat. And this, of course, is the diamond sword from Minecraft. But as you can see, it's an interactive lamp. And I'm curious how you guys will like it or not. If you find it too obnoxious, I could just turn it off and we could just have it with no light at all. Because as you can see, it reacts to my voice. So we could leave it on or off, or I could turn it on glowing, but if it glows, it's actually too bright. Like right now, it's good because it's just this part of the sword that's glowing, but if the whole thing glows, it actually is like too bright and there's no brightness adjustments. So it's either like this or I just turn it off. Okay. But either way, I think it looks good for the background. Okay. Let me know. I'd love your feedback. And of course, new animations. Like I said, we have animations for the podcast specifically. But then when I'm not podcasting and we're doing, just talking or hanging out on a stream, there's a different set of animations. And that one is based on all the games that I'm actually playing this month coming up. And then we have Mega Man animations exclusively for the Mega Man Marathon. Maybe I'll preview that a little bit further down the week. So pretty cool coming up. I like the new setup, by the way. Swapped out the blue panels for black, as you can see in the background now. So for the month of August, a little bit different. All right, not completely different, but a little bit different, right? Refreshed. I hope that you guys will like the setup. Give me feedback, of course. Let me know what you think. So how is everyone today? What's going on? Who's here? Tobamaru, how are you? Thanks for becoming a member this morning. We got Diamond saying that I'm tan. I'm not tan at all. It's the lighting. It's hilarious if people say things like, why is Phil so tan? I'm not tan at all. It's the lighting. If I actually had, just white light on me instead of the background lighting, I'd look completely different. But that's the thing, like the lighting actually makes me look way different. It makes you, oh, your face looks red. I'm not. Look, it looks like my arm is red too, but it's not. My arms aren't red. It's the lighting. Dungeon Keeper's Mistress, how are you this morning? How's it going? Agent Coop, what's going on? Chris, how are you? We got Hybrid, we got Notorious Gum, Big Mac. Over on Kick, we got Super Bon Chan. We got Human Spider, Daddy Big Bucks, Parlo Key. Heretic Henry, he says no one is here. No, there's plenty of people here. And more. Wally the Tractor says my haircut looks sharp. Well, thank you. It was a long time coming. I really needed a haircut badly. Here we are in the middle of the summer. It's hot as hell, and I had longer hair, some of the longest hair that I've had in a long time, and it was bothering me. As you saw there at the end, the hair was like getting in my face and everything. So I'm very glad I was able to get a haircut during my couple of days off, because I'm coming back from 2 days off. Well-deserved. Man, did I need them after that, crazy month that I just had in July, weird, stressful stuff going on, and then trying to come back and get caught up. And I was behind the whole month. Quite frankly, I'm still technically behind. Like, if I didn't have that unscheduled week off, I probably would have played RoboCop already, and maybe even, possibly did Suikoden 2. I don't know. So because we're behind by a week, playing catch-up's been tough. The good news is, in August coming up, there's only one new game in the entire first 3 weeks of August. It's Mafia: The Old Country. Outside of that, it's a really slow slow month for releases, but that's a good thing. It gives us time to play the games that we're in the midst of and try to wrap them up, maybe catch up on some of the games that I had missed. There are things at the end of the month, like the Metal Gear 3 remake and, what's the other one? Oh, Gears of War remake. Gears of War 1 remake might be a really great multiplayer game for the rotation, something very different than the games that I've been playing recently.